Shalom, Mamba, Habari. Greetings, Grand Rising, good afternoon, and good evening to all of my faithful subscribers. Welcome in the room. To all my new subscribers, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect, Tanzania, and I am born and raised in America. I'm an American, a Black American is what they call us. Black American, born and raised in America, left America back in 2020, repatriated to Tanzania, Africa, and I've been here since then. So I created a business called Diaspora Connect LLC here in Tanzania, and yeah, I'm working on a land and building project right now. So yeah, more. Um, I've been working on it for a while, but yeah, it's in progress right now. So I'm very super excited about that. And so I wanted to do this video today because I had done a live the other day, and someone asked me, a sister asked me if I could do a video about the healing process when moving to Africa. The healing process when moving to Africa. Now, I wanted to talk about that because I always say that in a lot of the videos, but I can give a few details about how you can go about that once you arrive here. It's pretty simple, actually. Um, it's a full body and mind healing, body, mind, spirit healing process that you need to do when you arrive in Africa. It doesn't matter which country. This can go for whatever country you decide to go to, not just Tanzania, where I am. But most of us that have been here over a period of time, whether it's 6 months to a year, some 3 months, some 1 month, you start the process of healing, even though you don't really know it. Healing is, it seems like it starts when that plane lands here. When your plane lands on the continent, wherever you go, the healing process starts from smelling the fresh air to being able to eat fresh foods to fresh, just the environment is very natural. Anything that's natural is healthy for you, for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. A lot of people say that when they go out into nature, they it's how they are at their best. When they're close to nature, they're at their best. And so when you come to the continent, especially when you come, even when you go to the cities, there's still a lot of nature all around you. So this is an ideal place to be able to heal from all of the trauma and the drama that you have experienced being born and raised in America as an African American person, which is still going on today. The murders, the racism, the GMO foods. It's just everything, everything. And so coming here is a process of healing. So not only um, you coming here to start a new life, but you're coming here to heal as well. In the process of you walking in your path and in your purpose, to create a new life for yourself. Whether even if you're just visiting, you're just coming here to just check it out, to see what it's like. It's still a process of healing for you because you get to sit with your own thoughts. It's very peaceful on the continent. It's most places are a place where you can go quiet, basically. And there are places you can go where it's peaceful, quiet. You don't hear cars and people. You just hear birds and nature and water. If you're by the ocean, mountains, you have the streams, you see the waterfalls. It's just all across the continent, you can find a place where there is peace. And so that is the process that you start with, the starting to change your diet when you first get here, starting to try to wean yourself off of actually you have to do kind of like a detox, in that you detox with the fresh food and then you're kind of driving out that bad food. Some people do smoothie detoxes and all that. I don't do any of that. I just eat food right now. Not that I'm against it. It's just I never learned how to do all this juice, and I see it online, but I didn't have a blender. I actually just bought myself a mini blender. So I'm starting small, doing little drinks off of fruit right now, a little soft fruit. I've been making some dips also. I've been able to make some homemade salsa, which is amazing because they don't really have that here a lot. When you go to the different Mexican restaurants, they don't always, well, they don't really have that many. It's just one or two. One that I really like here is called and so I go there, but they don't have the salsa like I like in the West. So I learned to make my own salsa. So I've been able to do it with the mini blender that I have. So that's great because I love dip salsa, guacamole, uh, um, yeah, and dip and avocados and all that, onions. So I like all that. But anyway, eating the food is the first thing when you get here, when you arrive here. Start being more conscious about. Uh, Making up for the lost time, for you eating all that bad food. And if you have any ailments in your body, if you're taking any medications, start using the food as medicine. So start kind of changing your diet. You may have to cut back a lot on meat right now until you get your system. Or even if you are eating it, just don't eat as much meat. Don't eat as much meat. Try to be more plant-based if you can, especially when you first arrive and your first time on the continent and your first time with this fresh food and air. So you want to make sure that you start trying to right away eat a healthier diet. Cut back on the processed food. Cut back on the fried food. Cut back on too much meat. Yeah, those are three things that you have to start trying to, wean down, wean off of a little bit. It's going to be hard for you to do it in the West, but when you come here, it's easier because um, a lot of the cooking here, especially in Tanzania, is grilled. They use a grill when they cook their meats. They grill a lot, so it is better than frying all the time, frying meat all the time. So yeah, you just have to start with your diet. Start with your diet and then start with your diet and then work on um, your mind and your spirit. Those things, because the diet you have to eat anyway, so you can start just incorporating more plant based. Basically, it's not a big, huge. You have to get on this strict regimen. It's just that when you do eat, start trying to incorporate fruit and vegetables in your diet, which is kind of what I did when I came. I started eating more. Like I've never eaten as much fruit and vegetables as I do now in my life. I've never eaten as much fruit. Certain fruit I would eat a lot because I like pineapples. I've always liked those. Strawberries, I like those. But here you have more of a variety. You can have pineapple, mango, avocado. Like they have so much different fruit and vegetables. So I started eating like a fruit salad for breakfast. That's a start. I never really ate fruit salads a lot back in the West. I would eat like individual fruits with food. So I would have like a breakfast, at the time I was eating eggs. I stopped eating eggs and bacon and, just, sausage or whatever. And then I would incorporate some fruit. But now I just eat, like my diet was not good at all. But not pork. I stopped eating pork back in 2016, I think. 2016 or 17, I stopped eating the pork as I came into the truth about what it is. We're not supposed to eat unclean foods, and swine or pork is an unclean food. So I stopped eating that. But when I came here, I started eating fruit salads for breakfast, like, um, yeah, just fruit salads. So I started eating fruit salads for breakfast, and instead of like the cooked foods that we are so accustomed to eating. So I started eating fruit salad and like oatmeal or porridge for breakfast. Sometimes it's hot, so you don't always want hot, you know, um, food to eat in the morning. So I'll just eat fruit, and you can get a baked good. They have baked goods here, and they don't use sugar in them. So I might get what you call a mandazi. It looks like a donut. It looks like a donut. You know how the donut holes look? It looks like that. It looks like a donut hole, but it's a little bigger and it's not sweet. It's just a baked round good. And they sell those here. They sell a lot of baked goods here, but they're not sweet. So I've learned to eat those with like tea. So when I have tea, you have honey and sugar in your tea, so you don't really need sweet cake too. So I eat that sometimes with the with fruit. So yeah, you start off eating fruit, more plant based basically, and then take time. When you come, take time to sit down. You've been in the rat race in America with all the working and all the moving around and constantly got to, on the schedule and all this and just moving, moving, moving. You don't have time to sit with yourself and focus on yourself. Pray to the Most High. Just take time to sit still, and it's going to be hard when you're used to moving around a lot. It's going to be hard for you to sit still every day at a point. Sit still every day. And that's part of healing. Just starting to bring yourself down from that high place because we're amped up. We're highly stimulated all the time. So when you come into an environment that's peaceful, is calm, is quiet, it's a little difficult for you if you're high strung and you're used to being stimulated to just sit down and relax. Just relax. Maybe have some tea, smoothie, whatever you can drink to get you to like relax. Put on some like peaceful music. Get you some peaceful music. Yah inspired music, Most High inspired music to put your atmosphere in an atmosphere of peace. Whether you're in an Airbnb hotel, wherever you are, you can do that. Have your playlist with some peaceful music so you can just sit. Sometimes it's gonna take a few days to sit and just eat healthy. Maybe sit by the beach. Just go to the ocean. Those are good places to sit when you're trying to decompress, when you're trying to heal, when you're trying to let the stress like fall off of you. Let the stress roll off of you. You basically are releasing it. Basically, you're releasing all the stress and drama and all that out into, you putting it out, but you're taking in the peace. You're by the ocean. You hear the birds. You hear the waves. You feel the breeze, the sun. It's healing to your body. Do grounding. You're walking on the beach with no shoes on. You're walking in the sand, the water's rolling over your feet. That's grounding because you're on the earth. So those things, I would say, if you're coming somewhere, if there is a beach, do that kind of regularly when you first get here. So if you get here and you come to Tanzania, for example, if you stay around the peninsula and there are beaches all around, go there once a week, twice a week, just to sit and have a little fresh drink, fresh juice. They all make fresh juices for you. Have you a fresh drink, some water, and just maybe a snack, and just sit there. Maybe you want to write. You want to maybe listen to some peaceful music. Maybe you want to, meditate. Maybe you want to meditate on the Most High. Maybe he'll start speaking to you. Because when you're in a peaceful, relaxed mode, that's when he'll speak because your spirit is calm. But if you're constantly stimulated and you're constantly amped and you're going, it's hard for you to hear. Not that the Most High doesn't speak to you. When I say Most High, God, some people call him God, but not that he doesn't speak to you, but when you're busy moving around and going here and doing, if you're moving around, you can't hear him because his voice is small. But you can if you're spiritually sensitive and you're in a at a place in your mind and in your heart, your spirit, you're calm and you're relaxed and you're peaceful in environment. So you're like when the Most High speaks to me, for example, when he talks to me, it's usually when I'm like drinking my tea. It's usually when I put my, I get up and, clean up or whatever, then I go get tea and I sit down and I sit at the table and I start like looking outside at the beauty and then I start drinking tea. Then I'll start getting thoughts. So he'll start talking to me, giving me like ideas, telling me what to do about, in this situation. I might have a issue or concern with business or finances or something like that, and he'll just give me ideas. I might not get the answer when I have the question, but it'll just come to me like when I'm just in my most relaxed state. The ideas will come to me, and so Not that the ideas were not there, but because I'm moving around, I'm doing so much, my mind is thinking, I'm like, I need to do this. I'm trying to figure this out. You can't hear because you're amped. But when you are relaxed, like that's why a lot of times when you sleep, the Most High speaks to you in sleep, in visions and dreams, because your mind is like you're unconscious. It's like you're relaxed. You're at your most relaxed state when you sleep. So then he can get information to you because you're listening and you're not talking and your mind ain't going 100 miles per hour. So that's when he speaks to me. Speaks to me a lot when I'm just sitting around drinking tea at my most relaxed state. When I have tea and when I'm in an environment where I'm just like so super relaxed and I'm not really thinking about anything. I'm just enjoying the beauty of being in Africa and I'm just looking outside or I'm just like, thinking, just looking, and then he starts speaking to me. So sometimes I'll have to write it down, but a lot of times he's answering questions that I have. For me, I'm like, I talk to the Most High out loud. So even if I talk to him out loud. I'm like, damn, what? I'm like, Father, I don't know what I need to do. I'll say stuff like that. So a lot of times I'll talk to him out loud. And even I'm thinking it too, but he will actually answer the question that I have when I'm at my most relaxed. So this is a part of your healing to where you could sit and you get a chance to sit and um, listen. You get to sit, relax, and calm your heart, and calm your mind, and calm your spirit, and just listen, and just be quiet, quiet. You can put on some soft music. Maybe want to get off the, internet and stuff because the internet can have you highly stimulated. You're looking at, Facebook and you jumping from app to app because I do that sometimes. But then sometimes I'm at a point where I just like I'm not touching the phone. I'm not gonna go on the internet. I'm not gonna go on the apps right now. I'll turn on music and just put on like some peaceful music and I'll just clean up or I'll cook and or sometimes I'll sit and if I want to read the scriptures, I'll have the music playing on my computer and then I'll read the scriptures on my tablet, on my phone or whatever. But sometimes I try not to be on social media all day, every day, because we do that a lot. Like when you wake up, you on it. All throughout the day, you on. Like some people carry their phone from room to room. Like I'm trying not to be like that. Trying to wean myself off of it gradually. When I say off of it, like, and we all need to work on that because in the West we have to be. I feel like we need it because if we have jobs, we have kids, everybody's doing different stuff. So you always got to be by your phone to see what's going on. Did your boss send you something about work or business or whatever? You're always on your phone. Always have it next to you. All this stuff. You don't want to miss a call. But when you come here, it's a different world. When you come to the continent, it's a different world. You have that time to sit down, breathe deep, take deep breaths and breathe in the air, and then just release the stress and get you some fresh food and just relax. And so that is a part of healing. So when I the healing process, that's what we're talking about. The healing process starts when you land here. It's not a schedule that you have to write and say, I'm going to do this, and this. It's a natural progression. The healing is natural. And then the biblical scriptures, the Most High says that He would cleanse our blood and He would heal us. He knows we're unclean. He knows we've been tainted. He knows our blood's been contaminated. He said that in his word that he would bring us out, he would heal us, he would renew us, he would restore us, he would give us back what was stolen from us. Like he's going to do that for you, but your part is to take that step to understand where you're coming from and where you're coming to a whole different world. Things ain't done like that, and especially in Tanzania, you're gonna go from America. America, I think I did a video about this. America their anxiety and temperament. America's the temperament of the people in America. Some people are quiet, but the majority of the temperament of the people are like, it's like high strung. In America, we're very high strung compared to a lot of different places. So when you come to Tanzania's temperament, the people are very relaxed, mild mannered, and laid back. It's almost like Tanzania will put us in the mind of America of some of our elder family members. So if you have a grandmother, a great aunt, or somebody like that, you go visit them and they so relaxed. Like they be sitting around, they might be reading, or they just might be cooking, but they move slow. That's the pace of Tanzania. So you high strung, you've been in an environment like that. So when you land, you got to start working on that right away. That's part of the healing. You got to work on your outer appearance. If you ain't if you don't want to be like looked at as a foreigner in how you dress, you may have to adjust. Some places you don't have to do that so much, like South Africa, Kenya, a lot of them, Zambia, they dress like us. But here in Tanzania, it's very modest. So you may have to adjust how you dress. Most of the women wear dresses. You have some that wear pants, but a lot of them wear dresses. So whatever you need to do to make yourself feel comfortable to where you won't feel that you don't want to be here where you feel like everybody's looking at you, because that's you don't realize it, but that's stress and that's anxiety. You want to put yourself in a state of total peace. So you may have to maybe get you a few dresses, or just dress a little modestly so you won't be standing out and people might be looking at you because you dress differently, um, and whatever. So, but yeah, the healing starts right away with your food, with your drink, with your lifestyle. You're amping down. You're getting rid of stress. I wouldn't recommend that you come right here and start jumping into groups with people. That's not a good idea. The reason I say that is because I did that and a lot of other people did that. And it was like clashes with people were clashing with each other because the fact that we just come out of an environment that's very toxic and very, you know, a lot of us have PTSD and issues that we need to deal with. That's part of the healing. When you sit with yourself, you get to examine yourself. You get to see what you need to work on. And if you come right here, right after you leave America, and jump right into groups, excuse me, what's going to happen is y'all are going to still have the same toxicity. You're still going to have that same anxiety that you had in the West. You just coming here with it, and then you jumping in with the group of people, everybody with the same brokenness and drama and toxicity, and then y'all clashing with each other. So basically, you're bringing the toxicity here to this country because the people here are relaxed. They don't act like we do in America. I'm just saying they don't. They don't handle situations the same. They're not trying to fight nobody. They're trying to stab, shoot. They're not doing all that. So you have to actually heal from that type of stuff, and you don't really realize how toxic it is when you live in an environment like that until you come out of there and you come to a peaceful country and you see how you act, and you like you'll see yourself, you hear yourself because it's so quiet. You go to the store and you're impatient and you're like, excuse me, you stuff like that. Like they don't do that here. So everybody will turn around and look at you. So that's how you know that you need to work on you. You need to work on you. So for me, I didn't have time to sit. I did jump in groups, but the Most High was dealing with me, and it was so much drama in the groups I was in. I was one of the admins of one of the largest Tanzanian repack groups in Tanzania when I first got here, because it was one of the first ones. It was three of us, and we created the group, and it ended up being like 300 people in that group. It was way too much drama. I had to get out of it. I was like, once I get out of this group, I'm not getting another group because I was feeling like I was back in America, y'all. I felt the anxiety because the people were off the chain. And then you had all ages, and then you had all personalities. And then the young people would start going to the clubs, getting in fights and getting in arguments with the locals. It was a mess. And then they wouldn't listen. I'm a little older, and I'm trying to tell them, y'all, don't be fighting with these folks. Y'all don't you know, be careful. Don't be getting drunk. Don't drink too much. Like they didn't want to listen. Who she thinks she is, and I don't like her because she thinks she trying to tell us what to do. So it was just drama. That's why I'm not a group person. A lot of people still try to be asking me to get in groups. I'm not a group person. I got burned out in groups. I was in two groups. I was in that largest Tanzania repack group, which I left. When it was 300 people in there, me and the other lady that started it, we both left. We just left the group. I don't know who we went to some other people. And then the second group I was in like an Israelite, a Hebrew Israelite group. Yeah, I got out of that too. It was just, yeah, that was a whole nother drama situation where everybody believed different things about the name of the Messiah and this and that. People can't be happy and satisfied unless everything, it was a nightmare. So I just said, I'm going to walk alone. I'm going to do this alone with the Most High. And He was telling me anyway, get out of the groups. When I was feeling the anxiety and when I would sit by myself, He was speaking to me, telling me, get out those groups. I said, okay, I'm gonna get out. He had been telling me, but I was like, you know, but they need me. I was saying all this stuff. Whenever I have some overwhelming situation where I can't even hardly sleep, my phone going off and I'm trying to sleep. I didn't get no peace. I felt like I was back in the West. The phone was constantly bing, 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 bing. The Most High was like, get out of those groups. And I was like, okay, I get out. So healing, healing of the mind, of the body, of the spirit. And then, of course, you want to get closer to the creator. You're in nature and it's just conducive for that. It's like by us being out here in nature, it just draws you closer to the creator because you see in his creation. And you're like, Father, this is beautiful. Like, thank you for bringing me here. Like you become very grateful being in environments like this. And then it draws you closer to the Father too, to the uncreated creator, not his creation so much. You're not going to worship his creation, but you're going to worship the one who created everything, the uncreated creator, the most high, the almighty, Abba Father. You're going to worship him. Then you become closer. So that's a part of healing. Because as you draw closer to him, he's going to start healing your body. He's going to start giving you ideas about what to eat, what not to eat, what to dress, what not to wear, what he likes, what he doesn't like. He actually has what you call it, he has things that he likes and he doesn't like. And I don't know what word to say that that about that, but it's certain things that he likes for his daughters to do and his sons to do. So you seek his face to find out about your life, what he wants you to do, not only his purpose for you, but he's concerned about the very little things. And this is a song that I sing a lot. It's very I'm a 60s baby. Nah, I'm a 70s baby. I'm a 70s baby. So a lot of the songs that I listen to are older Christian songs. They're still Christian songs. And of course some of them say Lord and Jesus, which it I go by the I know his real name, but I go by the ministering of that song to my spirit. Like the words of that song to my spirit, not so much as those names, because I'll usually substitute the names for the right name of the Most High. And so it's a song that I listen to. It says, if he cares about the sparrow, then I know that he cares for me. The Most High cares about the little things. So anything about us, he cares about. He knows every single hair that's on our head. He knows the number. He knows the number of hairs that's on our head. So when I say that, you can ask him. A lot of times we do things as his children and we don't ask him about every little detail, which we should. He's concerned about every little detail in our lives. So you might think, some people, Christians used to say, the Most High don't care about God. They call Most High God. He don't care about your outward appearance. He just cares what's inside your heart. He cares about both. He cares about both. He cares what's how you dress, how you cover up, and he cares because it's all in the Bible, and he cares about your inside as well. So you can be a good person, you can have a good heart, but if you dressing like a harlot, if you have on the attire of a harlot, which is in the Bible, so if the Bible is mentioning that the biblical scriptures is mentioning that there is a such thing as an attire of a harlot, there's a such thing, or there's a such thing as the Most High said he's going to pull the skirts up of people, and expose their nakedness or something like that. So, common sense or just reading the scriptures, the Most High has a standard of how you're supposed to dress, how you're supposed to look on the outside, because you're a representation of Him. He has a attire that He wants the priest to wear, the brothers, the 12 tribes of Israel, the Hebrews, the the uh what you call those tassels on the bottom of their garments, blue, and fringes. It's in the Bible. So He is concerned about our outward appearance as well as the inner appearance. He says in the scriptures, you read the story about the different women, they took off this attire, they put on this attire, they put on this attire of a harlot, they put on this attire of this attire of that. So there are certain attires that He wants, ways that He wants us to dress, in certain ways He wants us to be live and present ourselves. So in those quiet times of healing, I would recommend, and it's something that I did, I would recommend all women, especially, to seek His face about your attire. That's very important, because the Most High is very, and I hear this from a lot of prophets, because I don't despise prophecy and I listen to a lot of prophetic voices. I determine by my spirit if I feel like it's true or not, by watching and just praying and, just seeking the face of the Most High to give me revelation on this person. But some prophets say that the Most High is very strict. So when you leave this earth and you die and you leave your vessel and you go and stand before Him to decide, figure out, are you going to make it into His eternal rest, or are you going to go to hell? Are you going to go to the lake of fire? Um, the Most High is strict about stuff. So you got to be just as strict about your life, not only your heart, your heart posture, and making sure you have the fruits of the spirit, but your outer appearance. You got to ask Him. I did it. I said, Father, if it's anything, I prayed this way back in 27 when I first came to the knowledge of the truth. I asked Him, I said, if it's anything about me that you do not like, I specifically said this, and all women should pray this. All women, especially the children of Israel, the daughters, especially the daughters of Zion, you should pray this. Father, if there's anything about me that you do not like, absolutely anything, let me know. From the top of my head to the soles of my feet, if there's anything that I do, that I wear, that I have that you do not like, let me know. Believe me, y'all, He's going to let you know. When I say He gonna let you know, He gonna let you know everything. He started with me with my hair. I used to do perm, and I used to do color in my hair. When I came, this was right before I came into the truth. He started dealing with me about my hair. That's the first thing. And He was telling me in my spirit He don't like it. He did not like my hair. He don't like the perm. I used to straighten it, and He did not like the color. Two things He did not like. He made it crystal clear to me. It was no question about. I don't. He don't care about. My outer. No. He was like, that's not. Basically, He was letting me know that I'm ungrateful. I'm ungrateful, and I'm like, ungrateful. That's what I was getting. You're very ungrateful, and I'm like, ungrateful for what? He was like, I don't. That you don't like how I made you. I made your hair the way it is because I wanted it to be that way. I gave you the color of your hair because I wanted it to be that color. You're ungrateful because you're changing what I created. And so I was like, man, Father, I was just like, I'm sorry. Like, I was so impressed. It was such an impression on me that I cut all my hair off. My hair was long, y'all. My hair was like, what was like shoulder length? My hair was like shoulder length. And I cut it all off. I cut it all off. And I cut it to like real short because I wanted to get rid of all the perms. So that's basically why. When He told me He didn't like it, yeah, I was like, well, I'm getting rid of it. So I cut it all off. My son was looking at me like I was crazy. My son has never seen my hair short ever. I've always had like, I cut it all off. It was like a boy cut because I wanted to try to get rid of all the perm. And I cut it all off. And then after I cut it off, I felt my spirit felt the acceptance. It's almost like he was like, now that's my daughter. That's my daughter. But he wanted me because when we put perm in our hair, and I'm getting off of the healing, but it is part of the healing. When we put chemicals in our hair, it changes the molecules in our hair. So basically, when you put chemicals on your hair, you actually kill your hair. Your hair is actually dead. So when your hair is straight like that from chemicals, it's dead. Your hair is dead. So your hair that's alive is the one that's coming out your scalp that's curly. That's alive. But when you change it, the texture of it with chemicals, it dies. So it's dead. So I cut all that hair off because it was dead hair. I killed it like. And so anyway, that's a part of healing, ladies. Ask him. Even with the makeups. He, yeah, I asked him about that. I said anything, everything. He changed my clothes. He changed no makeup. He ain't like none of that. Not none of it. I would just put it's just a little bit in my eyebrows and make my eyebrows fuller and just nah, none of it. None of it. Like every time I didn't wear a lot anyway, but I would wear like a little like what you call it, the eyeliner to make your eyes look whiter because my eyes are small. So I wanted to make my eyes look whiter, and then I would put like little things on my eyebrows to make them look, fill them in. Yeah, he ain't like none of that. None of that. He made it clear, like, and I was like, well, I tried to wear eyelashes one time because my eyelashes are real small. I don't have a lot of eyelashes, just a small eyelashes, not the big ones. I was wearing the little small ones that look natural. He ain't like that either. He was like, he was basically telling me that I'm damaging my eyelashes by putting the glue, all that stuff is like, he just didn't like it. So he told me stop. I was still wearing lipstick. Definitely, he was like, nah. He's like, the color of your lips needs to be the color that I made them. If I wanted your lips red, if I wanted them pink, if I wanted them whatever, then I would have made them that color. So I got rid of everything. The only thing now I do wear now, and I was like, kind of like, I got to put something on my lips because we got full lips, y'all, and full and dry don't go together. And Vaseline wasn't going to cut it. So I do wear like a lip gloss like this. This is like the little shiny lip gloss. So I wear that only. And here in Africa, I found some. It's like lip oil. See, it's called lip oil. So it's like it's like a moisturizing. So it's not so shiny like some of the lip glosses you get. They're real shiny, but they it's sticky. They're real sticky and made of it's real weird. But this is more like an oil. So it's glossy, but it's oil based, so it's not sticky. See, it's more like it's a natural conditioning and it's kind of minty. So it's almost like a conditioning type of lip balm or something. But that's all. And then I can sense that he was so all of this that I'm telling you is a part of healing. It's a part of healing and coming back to your original state. When you come out of Babylon, you come out of America, you come to the continent, you trying to go back to your most natural state because the more natural you are, the closer you are to the most high. The more natural you are in how he created you is the closer you will become with him. You get to him. So you're moving closer back to him because we were far away. And as we wake up to who we are, we start moving closer. We start keeping the feast days. We start honoring the Sabbaths. We start wearing our fringes, or the men start doing whatever you do to follow. As you do these things, you come closer and closer to the Most High. And even with us as the daughters of Zion, when we start tearing off all those worldly marine kingdom, a lot of our stuff is from the marine kingdom. And so we have to make changes in our diet, our attire, our mind, body, and spirit. That's your will. That part is your will. Your spirit can, it's inside and fruits of the spirit. You improve, you reading your word, you're following the feast days, you're learning, your scriptures, and the Most High is speaking to you with the set apart spirit. That's helping with your spirit, but your outward part, which is your mind, will, and your emotions, that's your soul and your body. We have to work on that. The soul also, that's the fruit of the spirit. So, and then your thinking, your mind, your soul, mind, will, and emotions. All those things, you can control those. How you think. That's why you have to guard your thinking. Your what you think on, what you watch, your eyes, because that's going to get inside of you. So that's why you have to purify yourself. You have to sanctify yourself so you can become holy. Because without holiness, none of us can see the Most High. None of us can see the Most High. And even in your wedding, marriage relationship, y'all have to be holy and righteous. Even being together, you still have to purify yourself, because you can't even be in his presence if you're unholy or unclean. That's why we can't eat these foods to make them defile us, these unclean foods, and even some attire we wear, marine kingdom stuff, demonic stuff that we wear. You're wearing something that belongs to the marine kingdom, or you're wearing something that belongs to the devil. So, you he controls you. If you're wearing this weave and all this hairs, none of that's of the Most High. I'm gonna say it. None of that's of the Most High. Wear your own hair. He gave you hair for a reason. Wear it. He gave you, if you got skin problems and you gotta wear makeup, but you don't want not because your skin. Start eating the right foods. Google, what food can I eat to make my skin pretty, make my black marks go away, make my bumps go away, whatever. It's always a food, a fruit, vegetable, something that you can eat, a herb that you can use to clear up your skin, and any kind of skin ailments, to where you don't feel like you have to cover stuff with makeup. Your lips might be two-tone, different colors. It's certain foods that you can eat to change and make everything even, your skin even. Like when I first started wearing makeup, I didn't wear it a lot, but I would put little dots, little, like the concealer to make. I used to have darker under, like bag, darker color under my eye, and I used to put those. And the Most High was the one that told me, no, just you know, drink a lot of water and eat certain foods, and that will make your skin look nicer. If you guys go back and look at my pictures when I first got here in 2020, and then you look at me now, you'll see a difference in how I look. It's because of my diet. That's part of healing. So, healing. Sorry, this is such a long video, but I got off. But yeah, so healing is starts when you land. It starts with your diet. Get rid of some of that stuff. You might have to do a Daniel fast for a minute. Fruits and vegetables only, just until you get stuff regulated. When you first get here, you might have diarrhea because you're getting rid of the toxins of the GMO foods out of your system, and then you're incorporating real food. So you may have diarrhea for a minute when you first. Some people do when they first get here. I didn't really have it, but just you may have that, but it's you're detoxing basically. When you come here, that's what it is. You're detoxing. I mean, from head to toe. So as women, you know, your hair, your makeups, these attires, how you dress. You got to cover up. You got to ask him, Father, is it okay that I'm dressing, wearing these high heel shoes and wearing these short skirts and showing cleavage? Is this, are you okay with this? You got to ask. If you don't ask, you don't want to know. If you're a woman, and you, especially if you're a daughter of Zion, if you don't want to know from the Most High, you ain't going to ask. If you really want to know and your heart is right, like it's supposed to be, you will ask the Father, Father, I got all these piercings and I got all these tattoos. Well, you can't change that. You repent for that, but you don't get no more. But because we're not supposed to be making cuts in our bodies. Because when you cut and you draw blood, that's a sacrifice to the devil. That's a sacrifice to the demons. That's not of the Most High, cutting and bleeding. And that's the same thing with piercings. When you pierce, you shed blood. And it's a sacrifice to who? Who's that blood going to? It's for an idol. It's not for the Most High. You don't have to do that. So we have to think about these things that we do. Even for me, I kind of stopped wearing jewelry. I every now and then I'll put jewelry, like I had these earrings on and I wear like bracelets, but I kind of keep the jewelry to a minimum because I used to be really overdid it. I used to really overdo it with jewelry. I used to really love jewelry. And so I had to, kind of calm that down. I think I only have three pair of earrings and that's really good for me. And I don't wear them often. Every now and then I might put some on, but I don't, I got rid of everything, because I didn't want anything to be like an idol. I didn't want the Most High to think that I was putting anything for him. I couldn't survive and go out the house without earrings and all this stuff. Yeah, nothing has a hold of me like that. So, yeah, so women, daughters of Zion, ask him. Don't argue with people. Don't debate with people about your attire as women. Ask the Father. If you got a relationship with him, he will speak to you and tell you what he likes. We want to make sure that women, especially daughters of Zion, we want to make sure that we are pleasing to him. It don't matter what nobody else think. Yes, we want to be pleasing to your husband, but I'm saying you want to make sure that you ask the Father. That's the least you can do. Ask him, Father, you created me. Is this attire okay? Do I need to cover my arms? Even sometimes I feel like that. I'm getting to a point where I need to get more dresses to cover my arm, at least to come here. It's hot here. So a lot of the dresses I have are like showing my arms because it's hot. But then sometimes I feel like, is it okay? Father, are you okay with this? Do you want me to? So in my spirit, I'm feeling that maybe I could get some more dresses when I start buying more, when I get more that comes here instead of the whole arm out. I am starting to feel that way. So now when I go to buy dresses or get a dress made or whatever, I try to make sure that the lady puts like that I have like the sleeve on it, at least to here, so I can cover, because we don't always know, but we want to make sure that that we're covering. I mean, I know about the bottom part. Like I always try to focus on having long dresses. I don't wear dresses to above the knee, and actually, I try to get most of my dresses to my down to my shin. So I know that as far about the legs, I know that part. I do have some dresses that I've been washing and they're getting shorter. So um, those usually I try to wear around the house. So but yeah, this is a part of healing. All this, you want to be healed from your top of your head to the soles of your feet and on the inside. So you want to be healed in your mind, body, and your emotions, your mind, your will. Yeah, because you're changing your will, because that's your soul. Your mind, will, and emotions is your soul. Your will shall line up with the will of the Most High. So your will shouldn't be your will should be the will of the Most High. Basically, you should be like a mini Most High walking this earth. You are a mini. You are like, because you have His Spirit. You're like the Messiah walking the earth. You're a representation of the Most High in this earth. So your opinion should be the opinion of the Most High. So, for example, for me, for us, as especially when you're part of the 12 tribes, your your opinion should line up with what the Most High thinks, how he thinks. So if he says that homosexuality is an abomination and men sleeping with men is an abomination, abortion is murder, all those things that are in the Bible, that should be your will. That should be your how you are, what you think, your thinking. That should be your perspective. So you should not have a perspective outside of what the Most High thinks. That's how I am. Whatever the Most High, whatever the Most High thinks, I think. I don't have no perspective. I don't have no thinking outside of what He say. No thinking outside. For me, the Bible says that when women prophesy or pray, that we should cover our head. So I agree with that. Like, I'm not going to fight that. I agree with that. So a lot of times I'll cover my hair if I know I'm gonna pray, if I know I'm gonna talk about the Bible. I'm working on it. I don't wear it every day, but um, I I believe that. So I don't have an opinion outside of what the Bible says. Um, of course, you have to feel, some of the stuff, and you use your discernment. But as far as that is concerned, that's what I feel. You don't have to believe like me. You don't have to. But what I would tell you as women, if you're watching this video, If you love the Father like you say you do, married or not, ask him yourself. Stop fighting other people about, I don't, die. It's not about what you think and how you feel. It's about what he thinks and how he feels. And that's what I want for myself. I'm like, Father, anything that I do that you don't like, let me know. Let me know. And I'm changing it because I'm not going to take that chance to stand before him. And he'll say to me, well, you did what you wanted to do. You never even asked me. You never even cared about how I feel about what you do, how you dress, how you act. You don't want the Father to say that to you when you stand before him. So ask him yourself, Father. I heard women online saying A, B, C, and D. We shouldn't be A, B, C, and D. We should cover our head when we pray and prophesy. I don't believe that, but what do you think? I don't feel like we have to. What do you think? I feel like it's our hair. Our hair is our covering. I feel like my husband is my covering. So I don't have to cover my hair with a cloth. What do you think? Show me what you think, what you want me to do, how you feel about it. Because if it's a lot of women saying that we should do it, it is worth you asking if you don't agree that we should cover our head when we pray and prophesy. When we worship, we should. Sometimes I worship the most, I don't always cover my head. I don't always, have my head covered. And then when I think about it, I'm like, I'll be like, Father, I'm sorry if, because I'll worship the Most High out the blue. I be in the shower and doing, then I start working. I'm in the shower, my head is not covered. So things like that, I still console him on it. I'll be like, Father, sorry about that. I let him know that I'm acknowledging that he matters, that I'm considering him and everything I do. So we have to do that from, even what you use, ladies. We do a lot that we don't ask them about. What you put on your skin, what you rub on your skin, what kind of underwear you wear. Ladies, I know men watching, sorry, but it came out. You got to ask him, is this okay to wear? It's under your clothes. He cares about what's under your clothes. So if you got all this lacy stuff on, all this stuff, this Victoria's Secret, that company right there, you already know. Get you some comfortable cotton underwear and call it a day. If you got a husband, he more concerned about you being naked than anything. You ain't gonna have that stuff on long anyway. So don't be making a big deal about these material things that could cost you your eternity. Ask the Father, Father, this is all that lacy, sexy stuff. That's not necessary. Because the Most High has made your body, women. I don't know how I got on this, but I'm going to roll with it. The Most High made your body, your husband attracted to your body. So you can be in your birthday suit. He going to be attractive. You don't need all that other stuff. It ain't doing nothing, but a lot of that stuff is chemicals in that stuff, poisoning our body, killing our body, and it's just not good for us. And it have marine spirits attached to it. It's the demonic stuff. It's the demon stuff. It's the devil stuff, giving them access to harass you when you're sleeping at night because you got the hair in your head, because you got these sexy stuff on. You ain't got to sleep in your a nice, cute cotton nightgown. Something short, whatever, attractive, for your husband. Something cotton and something clean, white, something pure. You ain't got to be having all this stuff from the Marine Kingdom on. Daughters of Zion, come on. Come on, daughters of Zion. Most High care about what's underneath your clothes. He do. He care about what's outside, how you dress outside, and he is a father. We are daughters. Think about it. If he's the Most High is like an old-fashioned father. You know how like, you was little and how your father used to dress you. You remember how your real father, and if he wasn't around, you might have a grandfather, you might have an uncle as a woman, and they dress you like they cover you all up when they dress you. When they want you, they might be like, you need to cover up. That's how the Most High is. He's old fashioned. He want us covered, and he want us presentable, even underneath everything. So this is a part of healing. I covered everything. I covered your mind, your will and emotions, healing that, your spirit, your body. and your what you put in it. Everything is about the temple. Everything in your about the mind and the heart. We getting all of these lined up. All of these lined up with the word. We doing that. Let's do it. I'm still working on me. I ain't there yet, but he been working on me for a minute. But I'm still working on me. But yeah, so that is it. Um, the healing process when you come to Africa is difficult. Or when you leave America, it's difficult to do all this over there because all the pressures and all this, social media, stress, your self-esteem is tied to all this. But when you come here, everything is so natural. Ain't nobody walking around in no heels here. Everybody wearing flip-flops. People feet dirty. Ain't nobody toes done. Anybody, yeah, I don't even do all that. I do my own stuff. Like as long as you clean, you natural. That's the closest to the Most High. Your nails, as long as you keep your stuff clean, you ain't gotta have all these nails on, all these colors on. You the most natural you are, sisters, you are closer to the Most High in your most natural state. Your regular hair, your no jewelry's on, simple clothes, no name brands. If you like name brands, whatever, but you could just have on simple, clean clothes, clean outfits, walking around barefooted or with some flip flops on. That's the closest to the Most High, because you're closest to how He created you. He created you the way you are, and if you want to be close to Him, and if you want to be led of Him, and Him speak to you and guide you in these last days, draw closer to him and get rid of all this material stuff. Get rid of all this marine kingdom stuff. Throw some of that stuff away. Burn some of that stuff. You'll need all that marine kingdom stuff. And all them pants, ladies, y'all need to be wearing dresses. I'm just saying, you need to be wearing skirts. You need to look like how you looked, how we used to dress back in the back in slavery time. The women used to wear dresses. Dress back natural. Dress back like how we used to be, going back to ancient stuff. Get away from all this modern stuff. And that's the closest that you get to the Most High. Now, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to do it. But when I do, what I will tell you, sisters, I'm talking sisters. The men, they seem like the brothers, I could say the brothers, y'all, I commend y'all on that. Y'all got y'all attire right. But some of the women, we need to just ask the Most High, Father, how you want me to dress, how you want me to do my hair, how you want me to look, how you want me to present myself. Even underneath, is this, he want to know about that. Your underclothes, he wants to know. Do you have a slip on? Is your dress see-through? Do you have a see-through something? You don't supposed to be wearing no see-through nothing. Stuff's supposed to not be able to be see-through. If you have something on and it's see-through, just put you a camisole under it. Those shirts, like a slip thing, a camisole. Put it under it. It's no reason that you should be showing your underclothes as a Hebrew, as a Shebrew. So things like that, he's concerned about stuff like that. So anyway, even and I'm gonna get off it. It's my last thing, ladies. Since I got your ear, even your undergarments should not be showing through your outfit, through your dress, through your. You shouldn't even be wearing pants anyway. That's just me. Ask the Father. But your dress, your garments, your undergarments, like your panties, shouldn't be. You shouldn't see that through your clothes. So you might have to have on a slip. You might have to, wear something, like camisole, something uh, under your dress so everything looks smooth. You shouldn't walk somewhere to where people can see through your dress your underclothes. I'm learning that out here. I had to learn that myself. Because I wasn't really paying attention to it. But I don't know, something was like turn around, always look. When you wear something, I feel like it's a set apart spirit. When you wear something, or the Most High speaking to me, always look in the front and behind and make sure everything is smooth. You don't want to be showing, you don't want to have lines or anything. Like the women on the continent here, you don't see stuff like that here, but you do see stuff like that in America. So even when you have on the dress, you can still see somebody's underclothes. You shouldn't see that. You might have to change the kind you wear. You might have to wear the granny panties. You might have to wear the ones that's square, that covers everything. Because we good for wearing the underwears that's cut. You might need to change your style. It's things like that that's very important to the Most High, right? Because you represent Him, and you represent your husband, you know, and so you represent your nation. We the 12 tribes. We got to be the example. You know, we're set apart people. We're above everybody. So we got to act like it. We got to dress like it. We got to present ourselves accordingly, sisters. So anyway, I'm in this. That's the healing process. Once you start incorporating that fruit, that vegetable, doing that Daniel fast, I guarantee you, you're gonna be weaning off all these drugs, these pharmaceutical drugs they gave you. So many people have come here with diabetes, come here with blood pressure, high and low, taking medication. Even me, I was taking iron pills and calcium pills when I lived in the West. I had been in Africa for 4 years. I even forgot about the pills. I brought them with me, sat them on my counter, and then didn't take them. I didn't even think about it for like a whole year until I was cleaning up and I saw it. And I said, oh, I haven't even taken these since I've been here. Haven't needed them. I got sun. We got food that does what these vitamins are doing. We don't need to take supplements here because if you eat the right foods and you eat a regular, you know, kind of like a balanced diet, make sure you get your greens in there. You make sure you get your what because they sell them everywhere. It's no deficit here. No deficit of sun. We the sun people. This is our natural habitation. The sun is good for our melanin. It's good for our eyes. I found out all that sunglasses, that's for white people. When you come here, you don't need no sunscreen. You stand out there in that sun, you sun gaze. You look at that sun as a melanated sun people. We're people of the soil and see people of the sun. That sun ain't going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. It's going to heal you. It's going to restore you, your melanin in your eyes, in your body, and your organs. It's going to help regenerate your organs. If you took any past, not the CV one, but the other ones, the other jabs that you've taken in growing up, it can help detox your body, standing on the earth, grounded, get that stuff out of your system, pull that stuff out of you. That the CV one, that's different. That's different. That's a whole nother conversation. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video. Thank you for tuning in, and that's a process of healing. I'm gonna do another video. I'm trying to think if I'll do it today, but I'm gonna do the video about I'm comparing. I never did this, y'all. I want to compare Tanzania to Zambia, the difference, and why I chose to stay in Tanzania because I was thinking about moving to Zambia, but I want to do that. I never did that comparison. I'm gonna do a comparison of my opinion between Zambia and Tanzania. So anyway, I am going to end this. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I'll do another one soon. This was a long video. I do apologize, but I kind of flow. I start flowing with the set of our spirit, and then stuff start coming out that I didn't plan on talking about. But all praises, somebody needs to hear this. So please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up. Hit on the notification bell to be notified. So whenever I do a new video, you'll be contacted. Some of my people have been unsubscribed, so make sure you subscribe. All right. Thank you so much. So I'm going to say salama shalom, family, and I'll see you guys in the next video or the next live.